Hi yogis, welcome to class. My name is Alessandra Oram. I am your Vinyasa yoga teacher and Osho ambassador. And today we're going to do a full Vinyasa flow. This class is ideal for beginners and for those of you that want to perhaps slow down your practice and work on mobility in the shoulders and just working on alignment in a very conscious way. So I want you to perhaps for the class get yourselves ready at home. Maybe you need 2 blocks, and we'll definitely use a strap together in the beginning of class. So we're going to start sitting in Vajra, sitting with your knees bent, sitting on top of the heels. But because we're staying here quite a while, this could be quite painful on your ankles. So let's get 2 blocks and place the blocks in between your feet. And then like this, you can find a comfortable seated position. So from here, I want you to find that pelvis dropping forward, find that rotation, and then pushing down through your sitting bones. We're going to place our hands in Namaskar at our heart centers. But let's start to drop the elbows, coming into Anjali Mudra. I want you to take a moment to disconnect from your day. Perhaps you're doing this class at the end of the day and you need to just close the eyes, take a minute to calm yourselves down or calm the mind down and come into your body, come into yourself. Perhaps you've just woken up and you're already feeling quite still. Then take a moment to just breathe in and breathe out. Let's start to observe the clarity of our breath and watch how the mind starts to clear. I want to begin the practice today chanting 3 Oms together. Breathe in deeply. Gently open your eyes and place your hands down by your side. Inhale, we'll do some rotations of the arm by reaching the arms up in a circle. And then exhale, reaching them behind and wide, bringing your fingertips back down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Join the palms together and look up, stretching the abdomen and opening the ribs. And exhale, drop your fingers back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach your arms up. Open the chest, open the ribs, join the palms to touch. And on the exhale, reach back, open wide. And now reach forward for your strap. We're going to keep with that shoulder mobility. And we're going to really focus on closing the ribs and avoid rocking your ribs back and forth. So really close it and keep it in. So we're staying as rigid as possible throughout the torso. And then bringing our arms as wide as our shoulders. You might need to adjust this first, so find your range. If you cannot reach your arms behind you without opening the ribs, it's better to come back, open your arms a little bit wider. Bless me. Try it again. Without opening the ribs, see if you can get that shoulder rotation. So that's about my limit. Maybe I could open it a little bit more. So see how I'm trying to close my ribs in, focusing on that closure as I revolve my arms up and down. And again, keep this strap nice and tense. So pull your arms apart and reach it up. Inhale. And exhale. Avoid opening the ribs. Inhale, up. exhale. So that was 2, 3. We're going to do 6 in total. Using the breath, exhale. 4, inhale. If you're finding exhale that it's getting easier, you can walk your hands closer together. I think we're at 4. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming into 5. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Make sure you're not doing one shoulder at a time. Really try and do it simultaneously. Inhale, up. Exhale, so being very conscious. 6, inhale. Don't let one shoulder open first. Go together and exhale, closing the ribs, keeping that spine long. This is the last one. Inhale, close the ribs, avoid opening. And now exhale, well done. You can get rid of the strap. I don't think you'll need it anymore in this class. Move your blocks out of the way. And we'll come now into a tabletop. So coming into tabletop, you're on your hands and knees on all fours. So open your fingers wide, claw the floor. So start to warm up your wrists by leaning forward. But don't just lean forward and dump your chest. Be conscious. Push the floor. Shoulders almost lifting up towards the ceiling and trying to lift the back of your heart in between the shoulder blades. So as you lean forward, can you see my fingers starting to bend as I push my knuckles down? And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, squeezing, pulling the fingertips back. Inhale back to center. And then giving that again, that squeeze, trying to feel it more in my forearm. Then inhale, keep that engagement of the hand, and now start to focus on your tailbone. Can you circle your tailbone around? Really get some focus in the tailbone. And the more you move the tailbone, drawing a big circle, let the rest of your body start to move with it. But your focus and attention starts there. And the rest of the body, maybe even the head and the chin, starts to move with it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Keep with the same direction. 1 more. Trying to get a nice stretch now through my neck as well. And on the exhale, you change direction. So maybe start off small, just focusing on the tailbone. So inhale, change the direction. You might need to concentrate a little bit more. And then as you get the rotation and the movement going, you start to let the rest of the body move with it. So let this be really natural. Your focus and attention is always on the tailbone. And the rest of the body is just moving naturally without you thinking too much about it. Just feeling sensation, trying to open up a little bit more. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Well done. Feeling quite warm already. So inhale, claw the floor. And on the exhale, extend your right arm forward without moving the alignment of hips over knees. Now step your left. We're going to keep your hands very active, keeping your shoulders active. And then you're going to start to sink your forehead down, trying to keep the hips over the knees without dumping your chest. So usually we try and do this puppy press, but today I want you to have shoulders active, dropping your forehead down. So you can almost use that line of your forehead with your hairline, almost as a support. If you want to stay super active, you push down through your hands and you lift the forehead, getting your ears in line with your biceps. So if you're in this variation with me, you want to stay here being quite active in your shoulders rather than dumping them down. You're almost hugging the belly in, the ribs closing. It's almost as if we're doing a downward facing dog variation. I now want you to imagine a down dog, claw the floor with your fingertips, and start to push your hand to see if you can lengthen the shoulder, almost pushing the shoulder into the ear and getting more length, climbing up into the hips. Let's see if we can hold it just one more long breath. On the exhale, look forward between your hands, press into your right to step only your left hand back underneath your shoulder. From there, I want you to twist to the right, pushing down through left hand, reaching right arm up, look up. And on the exhale, slide and thread your right arm under, over to the side, drop the side of your head down, almost looking up to the ceiling already. From there, I want you to square your hips, so place your left hand behind you on your coccyx. Really try and slide your right arm through to get onto the back of the shoulder. And then from there, if you want more, you can keep your hand here on your coccyx and extend your left leg out to the side. Try and get your left foot 90 degrees and flat. From here, you should feel more stability with your legs wide. Keep your hips over the right knee. Keep twisting, open twist, turning your face. And if you want, reach your left arm up. And behind you, exhale to grab your right inner thigh. So from here, hold your 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale, keep your right hip over the knee, but release your left hand. We're going to reach the left arm up, inhale. And on the exhale, place your left hand down in front of your right arm underneath the shoulder. Keep your left foot out where it is. You're going to press down through your left hand to come up almost into this tabletop variation with arms underneath your shoulder. Press down through your right shin. And on the inhale, you're going to lift the left leg, use your hip strength, and slide your left leg back behind your right toes. From there, press your left heel down 45 degrees and spin your right shin out. We're going to come into this side plank variation, just enjoying the opening of your left ribs. And on the exhale, if you want to take it further, be careful not to dump into the right shoulder. Push the floor, stack your shoulders, squeeze your hips forward over the knee to get some stretch here on your pelvis, and then lift your left leg up. Hold it. Keep squeezing your right glute underneath left hip. 2, inhale, maybe even turn your face to look up. 3, inhale. Exhale, look down, keep your left leg lifted, place your left hand, come into your tabletop variation and flex your foot and swing it out to a 90 degree. From there, bend your knee and then hover your left knee underneath your left hip. Let's step it down back into tabletop. Well done. Inhale, cow pose. Stretch the abdomen and lift the chest and chin. Exhale, cat pose. Lean back. Start to sit into your child's pose on top of the knees. And then round yourself to come back up. Inhale. Come into a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. And on the exhale, press down through the toes and hover your knees off the ground. You're going to hold this for 3. Neck is long. Exhale, shoulders active. 2, hands pushing the floor away. Exhale, keep your knees just hovering, just 2 centimeters off the floor. 3, last one. And on the exhale, lower your knees back down. Untuck your toes and inhale. Really extend your left arm forward. And exhale, right arm forward. Keep your shoulders active as you drop your forehead to touch the ground. Remember, we're not doing a chest opening puppy press. We're doing a down dog activation or down dog variation. So keeping your hips over the knees, you can almost curl your tailbone up, getting a nice lower back lift, and then push and plug your hands. See if you can lift your forehead and bring your ears in line with the biceps. Hugging the ribs in, getting strength through your arms and shoulders. 2, inhale. Really clawing the floor and pushing the floor away, getting length in your spine. 3, inhale. Exhale. Okay, you're going to look forward in between the thumbs. Bring all the weight into the left hand and step your right arm back. So right hand underneath the shoulder and come into a gentle twist. Inhale, reach your left arm up and open. On the exhale, thread your left arm under the chest, over to the right, and really try and bring the back of your left shoulder blade to the ground as you rest your head. First, let's check the hips are not twisting too much. So place your right hand on the back of your tailbone, almost to get eyes at the back of your head. Feel your squareness in the hip. From there, you're going to place your right hand back down, come onto the fingertips, find stability and extend your right leg out with a flexed foot, trying to get that right foot flat on the floor at a 90 degree. Feel stability now with this wide stance and reach your right arm up. You can now start to roll over onto the left shoulder. And exhale, reach behind you. You can rest your right hand on hip or walk your fingertips in to grab your left inner thigh. I'm going to keep this open twist, opening my face to look up and opening the right ribs. Breathe. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. On the exhale, release your right fingertips and reach your right arm up. Inhale, keep it reaching up. And exhale, place your right hand in front of your left elbow underneath the shoulder. Keep your right foot where it is, press down through your right hand, and inhale. With both hands on the ground, slide your right leg back and up. And exhale, align your right foot behind your left knee at a 45-degree angle. Twist or spin your left shin out and reach your right arm up. Inhale. Coming first into this nice side stretch, feel your right ribs opening as you press your left glute forward over the knee. Try and stack your hips on top of each other as well as push into your left hand. Option 1, you stay right here. Option 2, you can start to lift your right leg, but keep your glutes squeezing forward, especially your left glute. Hold it for 3. Exhale. Really work that hip rotation 2. Stacking those hips and shoulders on top of each other, pressing your left shin down. 3, inhale. On the exhale, you look down, place your right hand, come back into your tabletop variation, flex your right foot, and inhale, swing the right leg out inside, in line with your hip, and exhale, bend the knee 90, and then float your right knee underneath the hip and place it down. Come into your cow pose, inhale, and exhale, cat pose. Start to round and slowly sit onto your heels. As you touch the heels, gently roll yourself to come back up. Tabletop position, neutral spine. Tuck your toes and exhale. Work your way into your first downward facing dog. Press throughout your hands. Lengthen your spine and try and press your thighs backwards as you curl your tailbone upwards. Hang your head, 2 more breaths. Exhale, warming up the legs as well as the spine and shoulders. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale, work on your shoulders, lift the heels, lean forward and hover your knees just 2 centimeters off the ground. Hold it for 3. Exhale, this is your second time doing this. 2, inhale. Without touching the floor, get your knees hovering off the ground. 3, inhale. and then push back into a down dog. Well done, stay here, breathe in. On the exhale, lift the heels and look forward, leaning your shoulders. You're going to take 2 steps behind each wrist. Inhale, come onto your fingertips and lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, you're going to bend your knees and just drop your arms. Keep the weight on the heels and roll yourself up. Inhale, coming into a standing Tadasana. And exhale, palms open, look straight. Inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. Join the palms to touch and open the ribs freely. And then exhale, bend your knees with your wide legs and sit into a squat. Hands in prayer. Inhale, come into a flat back. Straighten out the knees. And exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, hang your arms and head. Roll back up, digging into your heels, and inhale, coming back into a standing, open your arms, palms facing forward. Exhale, coming into Tadasana. Again, reach your arms up, inhale. This time, as you exhale, you're going to shift all the weight into your right foot, and then hover your left heel off the ground and left foot. So from there, I want you to square your hips. Try and get them still in one line, lifting the left hip a little bit higher, and then extend your left leg out to the back. So avoid opening the hip. Can you see this is an open hip? I want you to focus on what is a square hip. So you might need to touch the ground for a moment, square your hips, get them on the same plane. With the hands in prayer, lengthen the neck, and then micro bend your right knee to get that right thigh active. So some of us that are maybe a bit too flexible, not too flexible, but can have hyperextension. We can tend to lock the knee backwards and depend on the joints. So I want you to strengthen the leg by micro bending the knee. With that micro bend, you can feel the charge in the leg, and now squeeze that left glute, get those hips square. Keep your hands in prayer and hold it for 6. Really working your standing leg. 2, inhale. Really focusing on square hips and a long spine. 3, maybe starting to tremble already in that right leg. Working the calf. 4, keep your left toes pointed and extended. 5, inhale, we're almost done. Exhale. 6, inhale. Exhale, slowly take a huge step back with your left foot, hands on the inside of your right leg. From there, you're going to take a small step in, measurement of about downward facing dog, and you're going to slide your right leg back and up into a 3-legged down dog. Point your right toes and focus on square hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine and try to rotate your right inner thigh upwards. 1 more breath here. And on the exhale, look between your hands and crunch or bend your right knee into the nose. Inhale, step your right foot forward, lengthen your spine, come onto your fingertips. And on the exhale, you're going to bend your left knee and place your left hand down. Untuck your left toes and heel toe your foot over to the right. Sink your hips down and just press your right inner thigh out. You might lift the sole of your right foot. Inhale. Won't stay here too long. And exhale. Walk your foot back in and bring your right hand to the outside. Tuck your left toes under and inhale. Hover to take a step back with your right leg, coming into a plank. Exhale, lean forward, then bend your knees to touch the ground and bend your elbows 90. Then you do a push-up. Inhale. And on the exhale, another push-up. Inhale, push-up. This time, take child's pose. Exhale. Coming back onto your heels, round your spine, and then inhale. Standing on top of the knees, reach your arms up, squeezing your glutes under. And exhale, flex the wrist and bring it onto your lower back. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, pubic bone forward, push your heart up. And exhale, stand tall. Hands down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Open your fingers wide. And exhale, place them down into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the knees. And slide the hips back into downward facing dog. Stay here in down dog, 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale, well done. Lift the heels, look forward. Looking at your wrists. Step forward with your right foot first, behind right wrist, then left foot. Come onto your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Inhale. On the exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, just drooping your arms, let it go. Hang your head. Weight onto your heels and come up round, vertebra by vertebra, coming into a standing. Inhale. Open your shoulders, open your palms. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Open the ribs, join the palms to touch. Exhale, sit in a squat as you bring your hands in prayer. Inhale, straighten the legs, come into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hanging your arms and hanging your head. Weight onto your heels, micro bend the knees, and inhale, round your lower back and come back up. And exhale, opening the palm into Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, join the palms to touch. And exhale, hands in prayer, shifting all the weight into the left leg, floating your right flexed foot off the ground. Inhale, point your right toes backwards. You can touch the floor with your big toe and focus on squaring your hips, rolling your right inner thigh back and up. From there, micro bend your left knee, especially if you have the joint locked. So micro bend it to feel the energy coming into your left quad. So as your quadriceps starts to work, lean your chest forward, but lengthening your neck. Hold it for 6. Exhale. 2. Exhale, focusing on right inner thigh rotation. 3. Exhale. Focusing on that burning sensation in your left leg. 4. Exhale, hold. 5. Maybe try and find that horizontal plane. Exhale. Keep that left knee slightly bent. On the exhale, slowly take a huge step back and align your hands on the inside of the left leg. And then inhale, small step in with your right foot and extend your left leg back into a 3-legged down dog. Press equally through both hands, square your hips, and keep that rotation of left inner thigh going upwards. Hold this for 3, 2, exhale, 1. And on the exhale, bend your knee into the nose, leaning forward to crunch. Inhale, look between your hands and step your left foot forward, or multiple steps. Come onto your fingertips and lengthen. Exhale, bend your right knee to the ground, untuck your toes. Place your right hand nice and flat. Lift your left wrist and heel toe your left foot to the outside. Start to sink the hips and push your left thigh away. Just a gentle open twist, opening the heart over to the left side. Won't stay here long. Exhale, come back to center. Heel toe your left foot back into the center and place your hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck your right toes under, lift the thigh. And inhale, step into a plank, nice and strong, tucking the tailbone. Exhale, bend the knees, lean forward, bend your elbows. Push up, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga with knees. Inhale, push up, inhale. And sit into a child's pose. Stay rounded, sitting on your heels, and come up vertebra by vertebra. Then bring all the weight into your knees and stand. Inhale. Reach your arms up, flex the wrists, squeeze the glutes, and exhale, place your hands onto your lower back. Assist your hips moving forward, and inhale, stretch your abdomen and lift the chest. And exhale, come back to center. Drop your hands. Inhale, reach your arms up. Palms facing forward, fingers wide. And exhale, place your hands down into tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift the hips. Inhale, pushing into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 1, inhale. Let the head go, exhale. Hold your shoulders nice and active. Remember not to dump your shoulders down, hold them up. 3, inhale. On the exhale, shift all the weight into your left foot. Inhale, extend your right leg back and up, pointed toe. Exhale, lean forward and crunch your knee to nose. Inhale, step your foot in between your hands and lengthen the spine. Exhale, we're going to stay here on the fingertips as you drop your left knee down. Keep your left toes tucked and inhale, open the chest and reach your arms up. On the exhale, bring energy through both feet as you charge your left knee off the ground. Inhale, press your left heel back and lift your ribs, cinch in your waist. Exhale, sit low and open out your elbows into a cactus, lifting your solar plexus, your chest forward and elbows back. Hold it for 3. Exhale. 2. Try and get a deep stretch on your upper left thigh, tucking in the tailbone. 3. Inhale. And on the exhale, lift your arms together and straighten out your right knee. Inhale, turn your torso over to the left as you spin your left heel down. Keep your toes out, heels in, and exhale, hands in prayer at your heart center. Okay, so want your knees to be opening out, don't let them drop in. So open the knees out, keep your torso nice and high, and without dumping your hips too much, keep it active, tailbone pointing down, and slowly sit. Good. Maybe open the neck. Maybe move from side to side. Then try and find stillness for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. On the exhale, look at your left foot. From the toes, spin your left heel out 45 degrees and make sure your right foot is aligned straight with your right elbow on the thigh. Align it so that your knee is over the ankle, and now you're going to slide your left ribs open. Inhale, really working your right thigh now as you extend the left leg, reach your left arm up. And exhale over the ear, palm facing down. Get that rotation of the shoulder, armpit looking down as well. Inhale, maybe push your right inner thigh to almost twist your belly open to the left. Open, twist, hold. 3. Exhale, really burning the right leg. 2. Inhale, squeeze the glutes under. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, start to look down. And on the exhale, lift the left arm, coming into warrior 2. Hold it just for 1 inhale. And on the exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Well done. Stay here, lifting the left heel. And now you're going to shift all the weight into your left hand. Come onto your right fingertips. So as you turn both feet to point out to the right, you come onto your left heel, and you heel toe your right foot to the center of the mat. Inhale, coming into this new side plank variation. On the exhale, push down through your left hand, and option 2, take a step with your right foot behind you. Then from there, you keep side plank, but lifting the hips. Try and avoid revolving your heart open. Keep it facing to the side of the mat, and reach your right arm over the ear. Lifting and cinching your left waist up, and hold. 3. Exhale, using strength. 2. Exhale. 1. Look down and coming into a plank. Inhale, hold plank, lean forward. Exhale, bend your knees, bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Push up, inhale. Second chaturanga, X. Push up, inhale. Child pose, exhale. Stay on your heels and inhale, roll to sit. On the exhale, square the knees, hips width apart, and stand on top. Inhale, squeeze the glutes under and reach your arms up. Flex the wrist and exhale, place it onto your lower back. Inhale, push your hips forward, lift the chest. Exhale, arch it back. Inhale, stand tall, arms up. Palms open wide, and exhale, hands in tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift the hips, and push into downward facing dog. Hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Find stability in your shoulders. Avoid dumping your shoulders down. Lift them up in line with your spine. 3, hang your head instead. And on the exhale, shift all the weight into your right foot. Inhale, point your left toes back and reach the left leg up. Keep your hips square. On the exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step your left foot forward, coming onto your fingertips. Exhale, stay here, fingertips nice and light, and bend your right knee down. Keep your right toes tucked, charge through your both feet, hug inner thighs, and inhale. Reach your arms wide and up. And on the exhale, charge your feet once more. Inhale, lift your right knee, lift it up, push the right heel back. On the exhale, tuck your tailbone, bend your elbows out into a cactus. Now you're going to rotate your forearms to face the ceiling as you lift the front part of your chest. Hold 3. Tucking the tailbone as best you can. 2, getting a nice stretch on your upper right thigh. 3, inhale. On the exhale, straighten left knee and straighten arms up. Inhale, lift and breathe. And exhale, turn your torso out to the right as you open your arms shoulder level. Your heels are in, same line, your toes are out. And now inhale, arms up. Hands in prayer, bend your knees outwards in line with your big toe. Hold your hands in namaskar for 3. Exhale, keep your tailbone pointing down. 2, inhale, use the strength of your glutes. Exhale, avoid dumping down. 3, there should be some energy lifting you up. On the exhale, look at your right foot. Inhale, add pressure into the toes, lift the heel, and now spin the heel out 45 degrees and down. Inhale, open your arms out from warrior 2, bend your left elbow and place it on top of the thigh. Now peel your right ribs open, almost open twist, reach your right arm up, and exhale, reach it over the ear. Look up. Inhale, keep pressing against the inner thigh with your forearm to open twist. Squeeze your left glute under right and behind the left knee. 3, last one. And on the exhale, look down, coming into a warrior 2. Inhale, hold it on the inhale. And on the exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Lift your right heel and inhale, stay here. We're now going to come onto your left fingertips, bringing all the weight into your right hand. You're going to turn both toes over to the left side of the mat as you spin the right heel down. From there, lift your left arm up and heel toe your left foot into the center of the mat. So this is your option 1 side plank variation. Option 2, you're going to press down, lift the hips, and see if you can step your left foot behind you. Take control through your right shoulder. Stay in a side plank and reach your left arm over the ear. Avoid revolving your heart up to the ceiling, facing your left side of the mat. Hold for 3. Exhale. 2. Breathe long, exhale. 3. On the exhale, look down, coming into a plank. Inhale, hold plank. Lean and exhale, bend the knees, first chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Exhale, second. Inhale, push up. Take child's pose. Exhale. Stay seated on the heels and inhale, round your spine, lift your spine. And exhale, knees, hips width apart, stand up. Inhale, reach your arms up and flex the wrists. Squeeze the glutes under. And exhale, support your lower back. Inhale, push the hips forward and lift the chest. And exhale, come back up. Drop your hands and inhale, reach your arms up. Fingers fan out wide and exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes, inhale, lift your knees and press into down dog. Without dumping the shoulders, hang your head. We stay here for 3 long breaths once more. Almost now coming into the end of our practice. 2, inhale. Now we come into a peak pose where we come into a tripod headstand. So if you're unstable with headstand, please bring your mat closer to a wall. 3, last one. And on the exhale, I want you to lift the heels high and shift your shoulders forward. Look in front of your hands. On the inhale, you can bend your knees. And on the exhale, bend your elbows and try and place your head really in a tripod with your hands. So nice and far away from the hands. You should look at your elbows now as you lift the knees and walk your feet immediately forward. On the exhale, see if you can join your feet together, point the toes, and see if you can lift the legs up together. Slowly coming into your tripod headstand. Hold it for 3. Exhale, hugging the elbows in towards another. 2. Exhale. 3. Open the legs wide into a straddle. Point the toes, and then slowly flex the feet and bring them down either side of your hands. You can look out the corner of your eye. Keep the heels pressing out. Now come onto your fingertips and lift up. Inhale, halfway lift. And on the exhale, we're going to press your right hand underneath your nose. So get the alignment of hand underneath the nose, feeling that center line of your body. And then I want you to touch your left shoulder. From there, really feel that your hips right now are completely square. And keep them square as you just rotate your left elbow to point up, pushing through your right hand. Focus on squared hips and extend your left arm up. The more you push the right hand, the more you can rotate your left heart open or your left chest. Maybe now look over to the left side, maybe look up at your left hand. Really trying my best to keep my hips square. There is the challenge. Very easy to find misalignment, but focus more on alignment today and really working strength to find it and hold it. One more, inhale. Look down at your right hand and change. Left hand goes over and right arm releases. So you want to align your right palm right underneath your nose. From there, maybe take a quick stroke of your lower back, feeling that your hips are square. Remember that feeling and sensation, and then touch your right shoulder. From there, we're going to press down through left arm and point right elbow up. Keep your hips square, so left hip lifted more than right, and then start to twist your chest over and reach your right arm up. Maybe even turn your face to look up, really trying your best to keep your hips square. Hold this for 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Look down and exhale, both hands underneath the shoulder. Inhale, come onto fingertips and make your way into flat back. Exhale, go back into flat hands and heel toe your feet in towards the edges of your mat. From there, bend the knees and exhale slowly, coming into a seated position. And let your feet go in front of you. Well done. So from there, I want to come into a opening of the shoulder. So from here, I want you to place your hands behind you, but rotate your fingers towards the back of the mat. So when you find that shoulder rotation, or your rotation of your palm, keep your fingers fanning out wide. You still want a big stance. From there, I want to see if you can add a push of the hand to get a lift of the chest and a roll onto your sitting bones. From there, keep pushing down through the hand and see if you can get a huge stretch now through into the shoulder, and see if you can get the chest to pump and inflate upwards. So my hands as close to each other as shoulder width apart as possible. And then from there, let's see if you can get the pump of the chest and a huge stretch now for me in my shoulders. I'm rolling onto my sitting bones. My feet are nice and away from my hips. And I just want to stay and hold 3 breaths. Avoid dumping the neck back. Hold your neck up. It's even really painful for me to even demonstrate that. So be aware of when you're dumping your neck back. Usually when you dump the neck back, you even find it hard to breathe. You want to focus most importantly, on your breath, rather than compromising the pose. 1 more breath here. Wow, huge shoulder stretch. And now press down through the feet and lift your glutes. Inhale, lift. Push through your hands and get the glutes closer to your heels as you sit them back down. Inhale, now a nice pull of the shoulder. You're just gonna stay here 1 breath. Inhale. Now charge your feet, push the hands and lift the glutes. Inhale. And sit the glutes back where they were. Again, you're going to open the shoulders. Get that rotation. And then exhale, charge your feet, lift the glutes. Inhale, lift, push through the hands, and get your glutes closer to the heels. Huge stretch now in the shoulders. Well done. This is the last one. Inhale, hold. On the exhale, charge through the feet, lift the hips. Inhale, lift up, and get the glutes back seated at the center. Well done. Finally, let's release and inhale. Come onto your seat, sliding your hands towards you. Well done. Maybe grabbing your elbows and just joining your feet together, walking the feet in, and see if you can slouch forward and rest your head. So this nice round shape in the body should be a nice compensation for that huge shoulder opening and chest. So as we sit on our computers a lot, we may be carrying a lot, or maybe you're carrying your children, or you're just slouched over a computer. You might find you really need this shoulder opening. So let's come back into a straight spine. Straighten out your right leg with your foot flexed and let your left knee roll open. I'm going to bring the sole of the foot onto my inner right thigh and just adjust my sitting bones so they're nice and square as well as flat. Good. So I want my chest facing forward at the center line of my mat rather than opening to the side. So keep that orientation of pointing forward with your belly button and sitting bones. And then from there, I want you to reach your arms up. Inhale. Come into Anguli, your fingertips almost into a tiger-like position. And then exhale, place your fingertips down. So you want your arms long, and you want to claw the floor so you can pull the floor back and enter the chest. Inhale, lengthen, flexing the right foot, curling the toes. And on the exhale, option 1, you stay right here. Option 2, you walk your hands a little bit forward without rounding your spine. And then see if you can come down onto your forearms. Maybe you find it more comfortable to place some blocks now underneath each forearm. We're going to rotate the palm open. And you're going to start to lengthen and relax. So there's a gentle push through my elbows and forearms to keep the back of my heart lifted between the shoulder blades. Resting my face, closing my eyes. If you find that you can go deeper, maybe lower the setting of your block. Or maybe even moving the block completely through time as you repeat this class. So if you're nice and low, perhaps you could use the block even to rest your forehead. So with a block at any height, finding some comfort now with the head, finding some support. Still trying to keep my right foot flexed, my right leg active, as I rest my face and rest my shoulders. So the whole body here doesn't need to be active, so you have to choose what to activate and what to rest. I'm going to lower now the setting of my block. Do what feels comfortable to you, maybe even advancing your elbows forward. Trying to keep the weight equal, getting your head and torso on the inside of your right thigh. Making sure that the weight is equal across both sitting bones and both arms. I want to hold this now just for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. On the exhale, slowly look forward, palms facing down. Lift the elbows. Inhale. And exhale, walk the hands back. Well done. As you walk your hands back, lift your left knee and change sides. We're going to straighten out the left leg and drop your right knee out to the side. Place the sole of the right foot on your left inner thigh. Try and find your sitting bones nice and square and your torso pointing forward. I'm going to flex and activate my left foot, getting my left thigh active to protect the back of my hamstrings. From there, let's lift the spine first. Fingertips lifting up, and then exhale from Anguli, you place your fingertips down. From there, claw the floor, pull the floor backwards as you enter the chest through the shoulders. Inhale, hold your spine. On the exhale, you can walk your hands forward, bending the elbows slowly, or you could stay right here, lengthening the neck and finding some relaxation now through the face, but keeping that left leg active. Okay, so remember all those variations. We could place the blocks underneath the forearms. If you are on your forearms, maybe open the palm just to make sure that you're feeling relaxed. So learning to relax now your arms, but keeping active in the leg. Keeping length in the spine without overdoing it on the shoulders. So it's this complexity now of learning what to activate and what to disactivate, what to control and what to relax, release. So as you start to breathe and relax, you might start to notice that you can lower the level of your blocks or even move the blocks completely. So I'm going to leave one block underneath my forehead. And I'm going to make sure that my weight is equal across both sitting bones. So I'm almost rolling myself towards the right, making sure that I'm at center. Adjusting the height of the block. Palms still open and left foot still flexed. Noticing now how the body starts to calm as we slow down the practice. I want you to breathe with me now, Holding wherever you are for 3 more breaths. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. Slowly look forward. Inhale, and exhale, turn your palms to face down. Stay here, press your palms, and inhale, lift the elbows up. And exhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Well done. I'm going to move the blocks, clear my mat. And as you bend both knees, we're going to work our way onto our backs. So slowly round your spine and gently rest your head. As you grab both shins, open the knees wide, and maybe rock yourself from side to side. And then slowly slide your heels out into the corners of the mat, making your way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. I invite you to end your practice here, taking at least 5 minutes of rest before going about your day or your evening. Thank you for joining me for class. Namaste.